Hey everybody, and welcome to our newest Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Wi-Fi battle that we're recording at 4 in the morning because who needs sleep, right? Actually, it's kind of weird. I had a class yesterday morning, so my sleep schedule was off kilter, and then since I start orientation Thursday, I just decided to not go last night. I'm using the same team. Click the info card on the top right-hand side of the screen if you are interested in that to go back to episode 1. I wouldn't want you to miss any content. Now, in this particular battle, we did not swap Dondozo over to the other item, and we did not swap Glamour and Torkoal from the showcasing videos. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. Before we get into this Wi-Fi battle, though, huge shout-outs to Hayden for shouting me out. You are incredible, and I want you to know that. He needs no introduction. His link is down below in the description. He does Wi-Fi battles. One of the original Renegades, posting since regular Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, right after camera Wi-Fi battles. But let's go ahead and get into this Wi-Fi battle. He's going to be leading with an Altaria, which is going to most likely have Cloud9, and he goes for a Fire Spin. So, knowing that this thing has a Fire Spin on its moveset, I know the next thing that is coming is going to be a Perish Song. Glamour doesn't too much mind the Perish Song. This is both the Glamour and the Torkoal were actually set up to do showcases. If you could tell, this is a Acid Spray Earth Power type of deal. Power Gem doesn't do a whole lot. This tells me that the Altaria is most likely specially defensive. And I remember back in the days before the Mega Evolution, which Mega definitely makes Altaria what it is. But without it, its regular base form still has really good special defense, all in all. Now, he takes a play right out of my book, goes out into Garganacl, and Garganacl is so fantastic, guys. It's definitely, by far, one of my favorite Generation 9 Mons in the entire game. Let me know your thoughts of Garganacl, if he is purifying enough for you, down below in the description. As always, I don't say this enough, but if you like the music that we're kicking in today's show, drop a comment down below and let me know. He's not a fan of my Tree of Life. He's going to come in with my special pose here. He's just going to take this opportunity to get up these Stealth Rocks. Let me tell you something, man. I don't even care that Arblivia is a low route Pokemon. It is by far one of my favorite designs, and just overall one of my favorite Pokemon, just the way that this thing is set up. Now, we catch this one on the Switch here. Altaria doesn't take much from the Giga Drain. We have the opportunity to go Terra Rock, and that is exactly what we're going to do, and catch this Altaria right off guard. I'm not exactly sure what it wants to go for, but we're going to adorn the Rock House. We are rocking around the olive tree, which is fantastic for right around Christmas time. About this upload, we're heading into the Christmas season. Not sure if you guys celebrate that, but I thought about that. Rocking around the olive tree. Have a rocky holiday. I don't know. Anyways, Terra Blast Rock is definitely going to take out this Altaria, and in comes the threat. Guys, I don't know if you played competitive Gen 3 and you've been playing competitive as long as I have, but let me tell you something. Medicham is absolutely horrifying. Pure Power Choice Band in Medicham is absolutely ridiculous. He does go for the Fake Out on the first turn because I have that rock typing. I am going to take that fantastically and use that opportunity to get up the Toxic Debris. What I'm trying to think here is it worth trying to see if this thing is Scarfed or Banded? Either way, it's going to swap out and giving me a free opportunity to do whatever. Now, Glamour is going to have this opportunity to abuse the Toxic Debris to get up that second layer of Toxic Spikes for free. And I'm kind of thinking that as he is not banded, goes for a Bullet Punch. So, luckily, this thing is not Choice Banded or Life Orb up, so I'm not exactly sure what he's rocking. But I am going to go ahead and get the Stealth Rock up and the second layer of Toxic Spikes. And because of Black Sludge and the recovery of the grassy terrain, we are at a decent HP amount. I'm fine with the Acid Spray. He does go for the high jump kick and take me out. I was so scared to go into Cerule Edge on like a possible Rock Tomb or something like that. Crazy, right? So now I'm going to go out into my Torkoal, hoping I can live a high jump kick. This is a Torkoal. We are super offensive, or defensive. I'm going to set up the Shell Smash right here, and I don't understand this, because I actually have Modest, but I'm not like a negative speed IV, and I was kind of thinking, and this entire fight, I'm sitting here thinking, okay, this thing is Choice Scarf, but no, Torkoal's just absolutely bonkers slow, and does not outspeed Medicham after a Shell Smash. Either that or he is scared. One of the two situations are the case. I do have the sun up, so he is not going to want to take this boosted shell smash. He does outspeed me. If he would have missed, of course, I would have taken out the torque hole. And I do have Cerulege in the back, but you know what I'm going to bring in, guys? I'm going to bring in Dondozo. By the way, guys, if you're liking Dondozo, I think it's a really ugly fish, but it reminds me of the design of Volt Catfish. I'll leave a link down below to the picture for that, for those of you that have not really been on the Super Nintendo hype train ever, or been a fan of the Mega Man X series, so that you can make the reference between Volt Catfish on Dondozo. But with Unaware, this thing is fantastic. I take this opportunity to go ahead and go out into my Cerulege, predicting the hopeful high jump kick, and Bullet Punch I take fine. Fake Out is ineffective, so I'm not sure what his last move on his move slot is, but I'm not too worried about it. By the way, it is at this point that I realized I have 2 Mons down, and my man's only brought 3 Mons. So Medicham is nothing but pure power, and he brings in Garganackle after a Swords Dance here. Remember, I do have that Toxic Spikes Affliction, but Purifying Salt is a way around that too, because you can't actually status Garganackle, which is super, super cool, I think. So I'm going to go ahead and go for a +2 close combat. I do not take it out from this range. I'm jolly not adamant. So he is going to go for Salt Cure. I do live that, though. Even though I'm Salt Cured, I do get my weak armor boost. I do live the Salt Cure on, like, abysmal 0 HP. And keep in mind, guys, I do have that Swords Dance up under my belt. So I'm going to use that now and just go for my healing move for the Bitter Blade. And the reason I'm going to go for the Bitter Blade is, even though it's not very effective against Garganackle, what it's going to allow me to do is live the Salt turn, which is actually going to rub salt all over the wounds of my poor Flaming Knight. I just love the design of him. That's why he's my mascot. I've always been a fan of, like, Flaming Swordsman in Yu-Gi-Oh! And a bunch of, like, fire-based things and Aegislash, and this just takes Aegislash, Bisharp, and Fire, and just puts it all in one package for me. Anyways, he goes back out to this Medicham, which during this entire match, I'm believing is Scarfed, and I'm not sure what he wants to go for, like Rock Tomb or something. But he actually terrestrializes, and that's even more terrifying. But you already know the bumper sticker and the El Presidente. Dondozo does not care. The sun is up. You can crit your Ice Punch all day. You're not going to freeze me with the sun up. And I'm just going to sit in here because it's Ice Punch, Fake Out, Bullet Punch, and High Jump Kick, which is a very, very versatile moveset. But the thing about it is it can't touch Dondozo, but Dondozo might actually end up getting banned. Although, that being said, though, I don't mind if people use the ban stuff or whatever on Wi-Fi, because, you know, you can't really prevent that. Anyway, I go out into Arblivia as Death Fodder number 1 and number 2 to get up Seed Sower, just to make my matchup basically foolproof against this thing, because Garganackle would lose to it, Cerulege wouldn't be able to take it out if it lost the speed, and then Dondozo would be very close as well. I believe Cerulege outspeeds by like 10 points. But I'm going to go ahead and go for a rest here. I don't have the Chestoberry at this particular battle. I didn't actually add the Chestoberry until last night's stream, or day before yesterday's stream. But that being said, guys, it is a monster with Chestoberry. But I'm going to go out to Cerulege now, hoping he just goes straight away for the high jump kick. But it doesn't matter because I do faint from the entry hazards. But it's fine because I do have that Toxic Spikes that are continually to wear down the Medicham. The pure power has been beat. See you guys in the next one. Thank you guys for the support. Thank you, Hayden. And I'll see you guys soon.